hard panniers or soft panniers? The question is, which one works best? So the reality is, the right system depends on what you want it to do. I use both. This is the Jesse luggage system, and I rode with this through North, Central, and South America. And this is the Moscow Moto backcountry 35-liter system. This one I rode through Europe and West Africa. I'm going to start with the hard panniers. The most significant advantages of a hard pannier are convenience and security. These are almost always larger in volume than a soft pannier system. And on top of that, because they are fixed in size and the shape is always consistent, it's much easier to compartmentalize. Also, to have things staged in there. For me, I carry a lot of camera gear, I carry computers, I want to charge those when I'm on the road. So I'm able to put a converter inside the bag and have it there all the time. Also things like shield cleaning or my compass, those are all in the bag all the time. Very convenient, they lock down, they're sealed, they're watertight. Love these for that. There's two different ways that hard panniers mount to the bike. Either they have an external latch and lock system or they lock from the inside. This particular one only locks from the inside. That means when it's on the bike and they're locked down, that people can't remove my panniers from the bike. One of the reasons I chose a hard pannier system when I rode through South America was the security. We spent a lot of time in cities and a lot of time on the road where we wanted to have things locked down and we could walk away from the bikes. Personal safety is the largest con to a hard pannier. If you're to come off and have your leg come off the foot peg and get caught between the hard pannier and the ground, the chance of ending up with an injury grows significantly. And if your pannier comes to a point and you happen to get caught right on that point, it means all of the energy from the fall, all the weight of your gear ends up all on one specific point on the bone. Not a good thing. This one has a slanted edge, which is one of the reasons I picked this one. This slanted edge means that if I come off the bike, I'm less likely to get caught on a hard, just single point. It disperses the amount of energy and the likelihood of me breaking a bone or having something bad happen decreases. The other disadvantage of a hard pannier is there's no bumper. The energy, if you fall down, all goes directly into the bag and it can't be dispersed through the soft areas. That means if you hit here, all that energy goes into the bag and whatever doesn't crumple your bag is transferred into the mounting system, and the mounting system is mounted to your subframe or frame. And in a worst case scenario, you can twist and tweak that subframe or frame of your motorcycle, and that's pretty hard to repair on the road. Now let's talk about soft panniers. This pannier, we've spent a whole lot of miles and time together, and it's held up very, very well. Personal safety is the #1 advantage of a soft pannier system. And that's because since this squishes, if I fall down and I get caught between my pannier, it absorbs a lot of the energy into the pannier. Also, if it squishes, that also means that energy isn't being transferred into the motorcycle where I can cause a rack failure or damage the subframe or frame of the motorcycle. Soft panniers generally have less space than a hard pannier setup. However, they do have a lot of adjustability, so you can cinch them down so the load inside doesn't shift around. And many of the systems, like this one, has a MOLLE system so you can expand and by putting bags and luggage on the outside, often to customize it to what works best for you. I love the fact that this one is a 2-layer pannier system. So inside, I have a waterproof liner, and the outside is just the outer shell. Also, this has a large panel on the outside, so if I fall down, even if it's on the pavement and grind through this, I'm less likely to damage it all the way to the inside where the integrity is to keep all my stuff safe and protected. Your kit or gear on the inside of these bags is not as well protected from impact. Because of the soft bag that protects you and protects the bike, it also means all of your stuff inside is also absorbing that. So make sure anything that's delicate, electronics and things like that, are kept high in the luggage or to the back side of it. Although soft panniers don't offer the same security as a hard pannier system, they're often much easier to pull on and off the bike so you can take all of your stuff with you. Nothing else I've found comes on or off the bike as quickly. If you like your ankles and your leg bones, pick the soft pannier. If you like convenience, security, and volume, pick the hard pannier. My luggage rack supports both. So if I'm on a ride where I think the likelihood of me falling over is high, I'm going to always bring my soft panniers. If I'm on a road trip and I want the security and the convenience of the hard pannier, then I use these. One other thing to think about. Because these are very expensive and soft panniers are generally less expensive, if I fall down in an adventure environment and damage my hard pannier, or damage the rack that goes with the hard pannier, the repair cost might be equal to just owning a soft pannier. So having both systems may be the best choice in the end.